This is the CNN of Archeage. We are reporting live from the auction house on Morpheus server, and we are taking a look at the Archeum ore craze that is going on, the inflation that is dramatically happening, and this is partly due to the fact that Ionod designs actually do drop. They are not as rare as they used to be. They did get a slight boost in 2.5. It's a very small boost, but they're dropping, and this is quite frankly insane already. We touched upon this around 3 or 4 months ago, talking about Archeum ore being at 10 silver or less on some servers, especially on the legacy servers. The Archeum ore was all the way down to like 3 silver, like damn near the NPC buyback price. You can see the NPC buyback price is 2 silver. So now, this is just insanity. The chart here shows you what goes on with this stuff because it is a high quality material needed for high quality stuff. So the Ionod designs, they are out there occasionally. They take 20 of the Archeum Ingots to craft. And of course I probably butchered that word like always, but yeah, 20 Archeum Ingots to craft. That takes 60 Archeum ore out of the system. And you can see when people, well, that was potentially a gold seller, but when people do craft the Ionod designs and the Delphinad stuff, because Delphinad also takes 10. So you're looking at either 5, 10, or 20 depending on when you craft. And this is slightly just up, 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 up. And the supply is slowly drawing away. Take their same day averages around 40, 40, 60. And here comes some nice big shifts, jumping up to a gold each. And you might be thinking that's not a big deal, but the thing is, this is actually really, really cheap still. Comparatively speaking, the big money is Archeum Ingots. Archeum Ingots, as you can see, are $5.90 for one. And here's the same charts looking at the history. People don't realize how easy it is to craft these guys. And it doesn't take that much labor. I believe it's 15 labor. But yesterday, we sold some Archeum Ingots for 7 gold a pop. 7 gold a pop. Crazy. And what these things are, you do want to sell them in stacks of 5, because that's what crafting requires. So even at $5.90, that's a really good price to sell these guys at. Huge, huge profit. So if you picked up any Archeum ore and you have a whole bunch of stockpile that you might want to get rid of some of it, here and there, as prices jump up to this, high levels, it will go up as more Ionod designs come into the system. But there currently is nothing in the next patch that's going to dramatically increase the drop rates. They aren't giving us the merit badge system yet. They aren't giving us the scrap system yet. They aren't giving us anything yet on the Ionod designs. So we're still kind of stuck with tons and tons of Delphinads. But again, we are in Morpheus, and you can see there's actually Ionod items on the auction house, and you actually do see quite a few of them here and there if you just check occasionally. So seeing these items, they had to be upgraded. We occasionally see the designs as well on the auction house. The weapon design, it almost never appears here, but the armor design appears about once every 2 or 3 days, and it sells for approximately around 4,000, 5,000 gold, it looks like. The Ionod designs, again, take 20 of those Ingots, and it's drawing up that supply right there. Mining has been going way up. Even just the basic iron. Iron is up to 3 silver each, and it has jumped as high as 6 silver over the last month or so. You can see some spikes here. So either a lot of people aren't mining, which could be very true, or just there's more consumption of these raw basic materials. And you can see how much iron is consumed in a day. Almost 200,000 iron, probably more so 150,000 iron ore every single day is consumed in Archeage here on Morpheus. So if the supply is not there, people aren't mining, people aren't doing that basic proficiency task of mining, these things are becoming rarer and more valuable. If you do have Archeum ore or Archeum Ingots, on your server that are still under 15 silver, you want to grab those guys. Ingots, you probably want to grab them under 50 or 75 because they do take, I believe it's 15 labor points to craft. And so anyone that knows anything about labor points probably wants to get approximately 5 to 10 silver per labor. So that means just for crafting it, you should be putting an extra gold 50 in the value. So if you're buying the Archeum ore at 15 silver each, you want to sell the Archeum Ingot at 2 gold to make it actually worth your time and your labor to use. So anything under 2 gold in the Ingot, the Archeum Ingot, I would buy up, and anything under 15 silver in the Archeum ore is a great buy. And if you still have it on your server at down in the 5 silver range, grab that. It will not go up overnight, but it takes time. So this is a 3 to 4 month process now of buying all of these guys and some more. We have probably almost 1,000 plus Archeum Ingots here, and that we all purchased at like 15 silver, 50 silvers, right around there, crazy cheap prices. And now it's worth so much more. We touched upon this in the video. Would this get you 100 times increase? It is very possible. When the Ionide designs come out, these prices are going to skyrocket. So right now, this is a good high value. Sell some if you have a lot, but it is also still fairly cheap when those designs come out. Ionide weapons and armors, or Ionide weapons, they take 20 of these Archeum Ingots. That right there is just a massive amount. So it's all weapons, it looks like. You see, you go over here, 20. And then the next tier, which has not been released in Korea yet, but when the next tier comes out, most likely it's going to take Archeum Ingots and more crafting materials and more items that come out in Korea. They're probably going to take some more of these things because they're doing more high-end items. Archeum Ingots is a great thing to invest in. Grab these guys while you can. If you have them again under 15 or 2 gold for the Ingots themselves, grab those guys. This is a great investment if you're going to play Archeage for the next 3 to 6 months. They are still going to go up, guys. Right now, after this video, the prices probably will decrease as more people put them on the auction house. But overall, keep an eye on this. Every so often, the supply dries up. The reason they went to 7 gold each yesterday was because there was literally like 15 of them on the auction house, and that was it. There was no supply on the auction house. And as you can see, the supply has grown. Someone saw that. They threw them up here, started selling them. And when you do sell these, you do want to make sure that you put them in bunches that people actually want to buy. So 5, 10, 20. 5 is the best batch to sell it because any crafting tier can use that. So if you're crafting an Ionide design and you see stacks of 5 on there, you just go ahead and buy 4 of those stacks. Whereas if you're throw them up in stacks of 20, just try and sell them in larger quantities. The person that's making the Ethereum status weapon isn't going to want to buy 20 of them because they only need 5 of them. So put them in stacks of 5, know what is required for the crafting materials, and make your money that way, guys.